Today I'm going to try and show you how to take one of these, so CM108 USB sound card, and modify it for the Allstar link nodes the simplest way possible. I'll show you everything that I use, and just kind of bear with me when moving the camera around. I think the best thing to use is the thinnest, real thin 0.01 or 0.3 millimeter solder wire. You're going to need some Flux, some heat resistant tweezers, something to strip wire and cut wire with. I use this Rework Station back here, which will be in the links below if you want to check it out. So I use this gadget to try and hold everything. So let me pause this video real quick and get things set up so we can start removing these resistors and show you how to do this the simple way. Alright, so we're going to be removing these two jacks first. And what I like to do is I heat the hot air gun up to about 600 degrees with a flow speed of 70. You take your tweezers and stick it in the and you'll start to feel things pop loose as it heats up. Don't rush, because if you rush, you'll rip your pads away and ruin the card, because you'll rip up the traces. Like so. Now we want to take off the C2 capacitor right here. And then we need to take off the R6 and R7 capacitors, which the R7 is right here. The light's kind of bad. Alright, that's a little bit better. So we want to take off this R7 capacitor. And we got to take off this R6 capacitor. That's it for the heat gun. So the first thing we're going to do is attach a wire up here. We're going to apply some flux. And you want to keep your soldering tip clean and keep it pre-tinned, and you shouldn't have such a hard time doing this. I haven't had any problems with cold soldering joints or nothing. So you just, and the tip that I use is this one. It seems to work best. So you want to tin the tip of your soldering iron, and then you need a wire about yay big, and you don't need to strip off too much off the end. And you want to put it against this front leg. And hold your iron there for a couple of minutes, couple of seconds. I didn't put any flux. Not enough. The most pain of this is trying to hold this wire in place because it's so small. Try another one since I like to drop them. Then after you get it attached there, you want to go ahead and clean up these feet. We're going to attach the other end to where we took the C2 capacitor off. That's really blurry, huh? Then we're going to take the other end of this wire we attached to the number 1 IC chip pin. You want to pre-tin your tip again. Like I said, the hardest part about this is figuring out the best way for you to hold things. And just press and hold it there for a couple of seconds till you get that wire covered with solder. Now we're going to do the same exact thing to this number 1 IC chip pin, this leg, and we're going to bring that one down here. Go ahead and pre-tin your tip again. Apply some flux. Everything that I'm using will be down in the comments. Down in the information below. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Take that wire, hold it in place. You get it good and taut. And then we're going to run this down here. First we're going to clean these feet up. Apply some solder. Flux, not solder. And then pre-tin your tip. And just run it across these. Go ahead and clean it up. Alright. Now this one is going to run up here. Right there. So hard to see. And then we're going to combine a red wire is going to come off of this point too. So we're going to go ahead and put this one in place. Wow. Now we want to grab our red wire. And we're going to put this in place with that blue wire we just put. Like so. And a black wire goes on the contact above it. Add some more flux, move this other wire out of the way. Black wires on. Now we have another blue wire that we have to attach right here. Add some flux. Pre-tin your tip. That one's connected. Now we're going to add our yellow and then our 1K resistor. Add some flux on this whole line. And grab our yellow wire. Go ahead and put it in place. Put some more. That's in place. Now we're going to take a 1K resistor like this. On one end of the resistor there's a red ring which is on this end, and then there's a gold ring on the other end. So I usually trim it off. Bend them in. Pre-tin the tip of your soldering iron. And I've already applied flux, but you'll want to apply flux to those two. And then take and deposit one end of the resistor, goes here. And then the other end goes on the bottom. Like I said, the hardest part is figuring out how to hold this stuff. It's so small. There you go. We got one more wire left to put on here, and it's running off of the R5. resistor, which is up here. The next wire we run is going to be from the positive end of the R5 resistor, which is right here where the end of my tweezers are. So we'll apply some end of the R5 and just touch and hold for a couple of seconds. And there you go. And that is how you modify the CM108. Let me pause this so I'll explain some more. But that's the modified CM108. And this is the updated version that's being used.